Yo, 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 what up? It's Mr. Riddle G7 Music. I've been asked to make a bit of a basic beat tutorial on how to do the basic making the beat on FL Studio. So yeah, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment if you like this video. If you find anything helpful, that all helps out onto the end goal, man. So yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is start from the very scratch, pretty much on my thing, on how I make my tracks. So we'll just find a sample when it wants to load. So we'll run with this one, eh? So as you can see, it says down here right there 155 BPM, and it's a A minor. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna drag it in and drop it in. But see, it's not on time. It's not matching up because it's a 155 BPM. So what we're gonna do, this is where you find your BPM up here. You change that to 155 and it will line up. So now what you have is you have the 8 bar loop. So if we go up here, it's gonna loop. Yeah, that sounds pretty clean. That sounds pretty clean. So yeah, another thing that I like to do as well, I've done it a lot, and I've made a lot of beats and I haven't done it, and it's annoying when you get to the end. Is just double click on your sample or whatever track you want to put into the mixer, and just come up to here and press track. That will just automatically put it into the mixer, so you have full control over how the sample sounds, the levels of it. So we're gonna just turn that down a little bit because it's overpowering a bit. And then yeah. So the next step, so we got our sample in there, right? The next step is putting our pattern in here. So just click up here and press pattern, click on pattern, and you'll see it's been selected. So then you can paste it on here. I like to do an 8 bar loop. And then so you've pretty much got everything here, and then what I like to do is I like to come up to here. This is where you'll find all your instruments, right? So we go you'll get all your stuff, see your snares, but those are just your standard snares. So find what sounds you like, what kicks or what snares, what hi-hats, what just what sounds. Make sure it matches the sample too. There's nothing worse than hearing a sample, then you got like a dark sample, and you got a light sort of snare, a light hi-hat, if you know what I mean. Like you got to match the vibe of it. So let's find one right now. That's a nice snare right there. But again, see, it's overpowering. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna click on there, track it, bring it down a little bit so it's not so in your eardrums. And then, so we're here. Right click your instrument, go to piano roll, and yeah. So this is the piano roll. Pretty much you can make your snare on any key, whatever you think, but the go-to that I found is C5. That's your standard. That's the one that it's meant to sound like. So for I found with 120 and up, you sort of want your snare to be on this bar here. So 1, 2 on the third bar. Bring that up. But if you're doing like it would sound like this. See how it sounds on time? But if you're doing like a boom bap sort of vibe, you'd go onto that bar and that bar, so it goes boom, boom, sort of thing. But because we're gonna go do this sort of vibe, this is how I make my beats anyway. Wow, that's annoying. Yeah, so if you're finding this sort of useful, give this video a like. Be sure to subscribe as well. I'm gonna start doing a lot of this stuff too. And yeah, so what I've done there, I just cut and copy it. There's Control C for cutting it, and Control V for pasting it. So you come up to here to select it all, and highlight it, and then yep, boom. So there we got the snare done. All right, so. Yeah, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add some percussions. The percussions, they don't have to be loud, they don't have to be like, yeah, they don't have to be loud or anything. They can be pretty much anything, but it just has to make sense, if you know what I mean. Like, it has to sound like it fits. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go like this, go through the percussions. See that? That sounds like it's meant to be in there, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to chuck it in there. Again, put in the mixer. Then what we're going to do, select our selection tool, and we're going to... So there, if you're wondering what these are here, this is the velocity of the instrument that you're working with. So see, if I bring it right down here, this is how hard it hits, if you're like. So if I bring it down here, you'll see it'll be softer. It won't hit hard. See how it's quiet? So with percussions, I like to bring it down to like around here. Alright, and so we got our percussions in there. Again, this is just a basic beat. There's nothing fancy going on. It's just for the people that want to get into beat making and don't know their way around FL Studio and whatnot. I've been making music for about 10 years now, 13 years. Making beats for about a year now, 2 years, so I know my basic way around on how it does. So yeah, chat. So the next bit, we're gonna hi-hats to get that bounce going. So again, find your hi-hat, chuck it in the mixer, and then boom, right click, piano roll. Alright, again, and then what you're gonna do is just place it in how you think it should sound. And again, main way, a good way that I like to do stuff is I beatbox it to myself. So like I'll go and then figure it out, and then also do that with the hi-hats too. So then you get like an understanding of how or what you're trying to achieve. Yeah, it's sounding pretty nice. So I like to everybody's different, but I like to not put a hi-hat on the clap or the snare, just to make the snare pop out a little bit better, and it sounds it gives it that swing too. Alright, so we got the loop ready. Here's a little tip as well, like change the velocity of the hi-hat so it's not all this hitting the same. I like to change it so it's it puts you like on a little journey, if you know. So it went from all hitting the same to this. It still sounds the same, but it's not hitting as hard as it was, which is nicer on the ears, because there's nothing worse than hearing a beat and the hi-hats are just pumping through, because the hi-hats haven't been given the attention that they need. So yeah, that's the hi-hats done. Alright, now we're gonna add the kicks in. So again, you want to find one that fits with it. You don't want like out of it, like there's again nothing worse than the wrong sort of kick sound and the wrong sort of sample. So yeah, just make sure you got the right one. That's a nice one right there. And I'll teach you a little trick at the end of it when we got it all laid out on how to get your kick sounding nice. So again, go into the piano roll, and this is where the beatboxing comes into play. All right, so we're gonna go like boom 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 sort of thing. So boom boom boom. See, so boom boom. So we want it there. Boom boom. I'll turn the velocities up. Boom 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 boom. Boom, 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 and so we're gonna go like this. Boom, 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 boom. Nah, that wasn't it. So we got the kick there. Again, highlight it, cut, copy, Control C for cutting, Control V for pasting. They're sounding pretty nice, pretty nice. Alright, so we're gonna go to the 808s now, which is a crucial thing with today's music. So what we're gonna do as well, while we got the working on the kick, just make sure you got it press Control C, make sure you got it cut. So then this is gonna help with our 808s too. So with our 808s, it's a bit it's easier to mess up if you like. So we're gonna go up here, find it, find what tone our sample is at. So it's A minor. Alright, so we're gonna go find the A minor 808. So yeah. So you just want it in the right tone. You don't want it like we are these 808s. 808s. They'll C's. No, that's alright. What we can do is we can tune it from here. So we got our 808. Click on here, make sure you click on the sample, come here, and this is another trick. We want to make this here a square, so then it doesn't drag on. See, it stops when you let go of the key. Another thing that you must do, otherwise your 808s are going to sound like trash, is right click on it and go cut itself. And then what we're going to do now, we're going to add it to the piano roll. And then we're going to Control V, paste the kick drum, but yeah. So oh, what the hell? So what we need to do now is bring it up to A. So yeah, like I said, I'm not a professional beat maker. Don't hold me against this. I just so here we go. And then you just pretty much mess around with it until you think it sounds good. Because in the end of the day, there's no right or wrong about making music. There's just tips and suggestions, pretty much. So I like to just drag them out so that there's no gaps in between them. So like I'll leave a gap here because the clap's there. So yeah, if you don't leave the clap or leave the gaps in it, then it sounds a bit messed up. Try to do a roll, but I'm not that good at that stuff, so let's just keep it to what I know. Again, I'm probably gonna change it. This is just not a this tutorial is just basically to give people that don't know anything about FL Studio a basic run through on how stuff works. So check. So yeah, now we got that sorted out. We'll go around and mess with the levels a bit. So here we go, we got our 808 and our kick. A tip to make the 808 and kick work together instead of clashing, because they've got the same sort of frequencies, they're both low end. You want to side chain your kick, no, not your kick, your 808 to your kick. So go right click, make sure you got your 808 selected, then go hover over your kick, come down to here, right click and go side track to this track only. And now the 808 won't be playing, You won't hear it unless you turn this up. So that's how you get around that. And then whatever effects you put on this channel here will affect the 808. So what we're going to do now is add a EQ, take out the highs because we don't need them to make room for the hi-hats. We're going to boost the, and then what we're going to do is add a soft clipper. What this does is lets the 808 and kick hit as hard as it can without peaking out the peaking out the software, making it peak. So yeah, you sort of want it curved. Then on the 808 channel, EQ it, take out the and then add this. Like I found this works to make your stuff pump. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, so we're gonna experiment. And then turn it down. Alright, so we got that all a basic beat laid out. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add the intro. A little trick that I like to do for the intro is go like this. Click on your sample, paste it in, and then what you're gonna do is come up here to the razor and just chop it. Oh, not like that. Just chop it like that. So then you're left with that. Alright. And then come up here, go make unique as sample. Box will come up and ask you if you want to save it. Say yes. Double click on your sample. Put it in a new track because we do it? No. And then go to time and just stretch it. So then is out to the bar count. So what that's doing pretty much is halftime in it, I think. Yeah. So you're pretty much just stretching the sample. So it's now like this. It slows it down, gives it that slow effect. Alright, so that's just a basic intro. You could do heaps of stuff. And so what the next thing that we need to do now is break up this break up the drum pattern, alright? So what we want to do is split it. So we come here, go up to pattern 1, go to this drop down box. There'll be a thing called split by channel. Hit that, and what that does is separates your pattern. So it makes you can just drag your instruments. So you just have every instrument on its own channel now. So what you can do, this is how we start making the verses and breaking up the beat. So it's not hitting, all the instruments aren't playing at once, if you know what I mean. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna make the verse. So we're just gonna do an 8-bar verse. And then 8-bar hook. Just simple. I'm just doing this for the purpose of showing someone how to make a beat. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we got all the instruments apart from the 808. We're gonna leave the 808 in the chorus to make it hit harder. We're gonna take the hi-hats out for the first bar, and what we're gonna end up with. Oh, and take the kick out too. This is another little technique that I like to do. And then take the hi-hats out from the end and chop the sample about 2 bars. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna loop it. And then you should have something sounding like this. Yeah, so that's that. So altogether you got something that sounds like, and then you can add like risers, which I might as well just do for the purpose of this video. So we'll go add a so we'll add that in there, chuck it over here. So again, you want it to see how it's overhanging here. So what you can do, you go up here, go stretch, go to your magnet and go none. Make sure it comes into the bar. Go back up and go magnet, and then you want it to not come in so harsh. So turn it down a bit. Chuck it in the mixer. And then what we got is the intro. Oh, I might use that one. So there, we'll use this one to break up the hook in the verse, into the hook. So that. And then what we're gonna do is add this one for the intro because it's a long, nice looking one. And then again, same thing, magnet, none. Bring it into bar, turn it down, track. So here we go. Just add in my beat tag. Yeah, so if you've liked this video, be sure to subscribe and tell me what you thought about it, because this is my first time ever doing a video like this, and I may need some tips on how to interact with people. If you liked the interaction, then good, but if you didn't, let me know why you didn't, and yeah, let's work it out. Chat. So what I'm doing right here is just adding my beat tag. Again, I just want it to start on the beat, bring it out, so then it's all in time, like that. Alright, so now we got our beat and beat tag. So here's the basic beat. Alright. Woo! Fire! Yeah. Alright, that's me. I'm out of here. My name's Mr. Riddle, G7 Music. Hope you all like that. Subscribe, follow, give me a like, comment on the videos if you will, and share this around to all your friends that think they need some tutorials on how to make a beat. Again, this is just for the people that need to know and want to learn. Motivation is key, creativity is key. Keep grinding, people. Peace.